Depending on if the kid just, walked 2 or 3 batters, or did he give up a big hit, or just keeping his composure in general. I think that, one of the jobs of us as coaches is to make sure that our shortstop and our catcher have a good relationship with that pitcher, to where when the going gets tough a little bit, we can tell the catcher to go talk to the pitcher, call timeout, slow him down a little bit. Or the shortstop, because we only have those 2 visits. That's it. So if the pitcher's losing his composure, we call timeout, we go give a visit, we come back out 2 pitches later, he's losing his composure again. It's like we can't just be the ones that go out and talk every time. So making sure that the catcher can go out, the shortstop can go out, explaining what that is, what you're saying, but making sure that the pitchers have a routine. Maybe they take their glove off. They step off the rubber and they're just rubbing the ball for a minute. They're taking a couple deep breaths. They're refocusing, resetting themselves. They put their glove back on, and now they get back on the rubber. Sometimes it's taking a step back. It's taking a breather, not just getting the ball and throwing it, it's slowing everything down and helping them have a routine, that breathing, thinking good thoughts, thinking about one thing. Where's my location? What am I trying to do? Where's my target? And really getting them to focus on that, opposed to what might have just happened, or I threw 3 balls in a row. But it's also outside and external things that can also affect that, right? If there's a coach yelling at them, hey, come on, let's go, you're supposed to be throwing strikes, get the ball down. Or mom and dad are screaming after every pitch that he throws, and they can't then focus on, we see that all the time. A pitcher throws a ball and the dad's right behind the backstop and he's going like this, and then there's another ball that he thought was a strike and the umpire called it a ball, and now the dad's going nuts, and you see the kid just practically start to melt on the mound because he's either embarrassed or he doesn't know what to do, or maybe he's supposed to be going like this when the dad goes like this, and next the pitcher's arguing calls, and you're like, what in the world is going on? So resetting, taking some deep breaths, stepping off the rubber, rubbing up the ball a little bit, and just kind of having a way of kind of refocusing yourself. But you as a coach, figuring out what each pitcher, what do they need to reset? Because those guys that trigger real fast, and when they need help. It's kind of being able to diffuse that before it happens. Knowing that, we just gave up a hit, he just threw 2 balls in a row. Okay, Johnny, go talk to him for a minute and calm him down. And then having them be able to, opposed to it getting past that phase. But yeah, that's what I think.
That's spot on. I think there's certain kids that, need a kick in the butt, and other kids that need to be coddled. And I think it's our job as coaches to work with our catcher, to work with our middle infielders, just like Duke said, and understand the individual and understand what makes them tick. And like I said, some guys you can get on, and some guys work well under pressure. And I have a kid on my team, he's a football player, and I hope the other team is chirping at him, and I hope the other team hits a double, because it's just going to fire him up and it's going to lock him in that much more. And then other kids, they get out there, and you just got to be cautious with how you address those situations. But like Duke said, I think the pitcher-catcher relationship, I think your middle infielders being able to step in there, because it's good to hear it from their teammates. It's not always good to hear it from a coach or hear it from the parents, like Duke said. Hearing it from the teammates is huge, and a lot of times they're buddies, so they know the personality and the individual, and it's a lot easier of a conversation as opposed to hearing it from the stands or hearing it from the dugout.